Shuttle Challenger speech to show you the significance how Ronald Reagan was able to talk to people in a consoling and homely manner where he made people feel comfortable. And with that said, I'd like to have Spencer introduce you to some concepts that he used in other speeches while he was speaking.
Ronald Reagan had a rare ability to move people when he spoke. What made this possible was the ease in which he applied the following concepts. Ronald Reagan always had confidence when he spoke. When he came into a room, he always had a commanding presence. So when he came in, people were always eyes on him, and just because of the way he carried himself. He always managed to make eye contact with everybody in the crowd so that they thought that he was talking directly to them. And he also pronounced his words very clearly and made it understandable so everybody could understand what he was saying. He didn't want people to get lost on the big words that nobody knows. He wanted everyone to understand which word. Not to get hung up on the word, but to follow his message. He was very knowledgeable on the subjects he was addressing. Therefore, he was able to be informative while speaking in front of people. His speeches were very structured and clearly organized. The problems were addressed up front, and the solutions were clearly proposed towards the end. After watching a few of his speeches, I seen how he had done this. He defined the problem, then smoothly transitioned to the cause and effect of the problem, and lastly, he had a solution to resolve it at the end of his speeches. This allowed the audience to follow along with ease and understand the message throughout the speech. Ronald Reagan was able to relate to people. He was very personable and friendly, and he made people feel comfortable when he spoke to them, therefore making him a very likable president. He often used humor to get people to relax and warm up to him. One of the stories I've read, it's during a tragic situation, but he made it easier. When he attempted to get assassinated in 1981, when his wife got to the hospital, she was in a frantic mood, and he said, "Honey, I forgot to duck." He was just trying to make her lighten her mood up. And that's just how he used humor to get people to relax and calm down a little bit. He also made sure everyone from low levels of education and higher levels of education could understand his message. As you can see, these are some of the concepts he used in his speech and made him an influential and effective public speaker. Now I'm going to pass the floor back over to Robert to talk to you why he inspired us.
So, after going over a few of these things, you see how Ronald Reagan was a likable person. Though a lot of people may not have agreed with his politics or some decisions he made as a president, you can't take away from the fact that he was a very influential and great public speaker. He had a feel that made people feel comfortable. He connected with people. He had a magnetism to him that when he would speak, people would listen. So that is one reason that he inspires us. Well, I can say it's a few reasons why he inspires us, I just mentioned. And with that said, Judith will bring us to conclusion.
So now that we've discussed a little bit about him, why we chose him as a speaker, and the importance of his speech, and why he inspired us due to his concepts, we've come to the conclusion that Ronald Reagan is an inspirational public speaker. And we hope that with this information we've shared today, he can inspire you, most importantly motivate you with your public speaking skills. Now for the winner.
Well, there's 3-2. You know, I'm going to give Team B a chance. If you can tell me the actual date that the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up, not the year, but the date, you can even out the score. You get one chance.
January 3rd.
Nope. January 28, 1986 was the date that it happened.
You're close.
Close. So we have a winner. Team A.
So, will
Losers, please stand.
So we're gonna do rub their feet?
Just stand. Now reach your arms out and make sure that you're not touching your neighbor. Okay, give yourself a little bit of space. Okay? Now,
Now the prize for Team A
is you get to
is
watch.
You get to watch. Oh.
Ready?
But now we have a punishment for you.
I ain't jumping on no one foot.
You gotta do 5 jumping jacks.
5 jumping jacks. Ready?
Are you serious? I'm too big.
Come on, Stevie, you can do it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Great job, Stevie. Thank you for your participation, audience.